Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I am glad you're here. Today we are going to look at 10 EDC knives that you can get today, tomorrow, the next day from Amazon. And they're not the basic Amazon knives that I try out and just check out. These are knives that I think are good, well-known knives, either made in the USA or made by what I consider to be reputable manufacturers. We're going to take a look at them. I've just got 10 here, but there are a couple more we could talk about, like the Kizer Hare that I gave away last week. A great knife, around the $68 mark. But these are all going to be under $100. They're all going to be available at Amazon. If you're like me, Prime guy, you can get them in a couple of days. But before I start, I do want to say thank you to the channel members. I want to say thank you to anyone who subscribes to the channel, who comes in and watches my knife and EDC content. And thank you for anyone who just finds your way in here, sees a knife video, enjoys it, leaves a thumbs up, and maybe comes back, eventually subscribes to the channel. That would be great. It really does help me out. So starting out, and this is going to be in no particular order, we'll call this one number 10. This is the Esee Candiru. Now this knife you can get in a couple of different configurations. So you can get it configured with the micarta scales, or you can get it configured naked. These scales come off, and they also sell this with just a naked little knife that you could either put your own scales on or paracord it. Small, little, robust fixed blade with a treated tool steel blade. Very good geometry for bushcraft, for using it as a small chopper, for using it as a feather sticker. It will cut paper, but it's got a very coarse grind, which is what you would want in this kind of knife. You could even use this for batoning. It's got that thick of a blade. It's got a point that is nice and pokey, not necessarily a splinter digger, but could be if it needed to. You've got some nice jimping here. And this little guy is one of the smaller ones, coming in right at 5 inches. But this is an Esee, USA made, Candiru. And it is available at Amazon. It comes with a belt clip that fastens on the belt, or on a belt. It also comes with a chain if you want to carry it as a neck knife, and you can mount any other type of carrying method, whether you want to do horizontal straps, an ulti, or deep concealment clip. But that's the Esee Candiru. So as we move on, we come to another kind of unique knife, and this is a little bit of the larger size for me, for a personal carry knife. Now, I've carried folders much bigger than this, but this is the Kansept knives, the Korvid S. The Kansept Korvid S. For some reason I went blank there for just a second. It's the Korvid S. C-O-R-V-I-D or K-R-V-I-D. It is a tall cleaver ground blade. It is a collaboration between Koch Tools and Kansept. They made this knife in a bunch of different folding variations. When I saw this one become available at White Mountain Knives, I picked it up. It's the upgraded version. They have this in a version that's about $65, $69. This one was right around $98. This is the Korvid S, and it is in S35VN, and it's got that carbon fiber handle. You can also get this in 14C with a micarta handle, and it's going to come in under $70. Great retention on the sheath. I put this belt clip on it. This isn't the clip that came with it. It had a bigger clip, one of those not ulti clips, but one of those mole clips. I took the ulti clip that was on it and put it on another knife. But this is the Kansept Korvid S. So as we move on, we come to another little knife from Kizer. This is the Kizer Beaver. This is the Hare, which I don't have anymore, kind of its little brother. The Beaver, the small Kizer Beaver, is a great little knife for me. It is D2, it is G10, it is very small, fits my hand very well. The hair was about 1.25 inches longer. It was VG10, had of course a bigger handle. It was more of a medium-sized knife, maybe a 7-inch knife. This little knife is going to come in right at 6 inches with a almost 2.5-inch cutting area. Nice swedge here, nice plunge grind. Do have a nice little choil there. Could be cut out more if it needed to be. I did put an edge on this one, and it is very slicey. And again, a knife that could be used in a lot harder situations than most of my EDC fixed blades, because this is a little banger. It's got nice thick blade stock. It's got a sharp spine that you could probably strike a ferro rod with. Let's see. Put that back up. Yep, it'll strike a ferro rod. So this is the Kizer Beaver. It also comes with one of those mole clips. I had an ulti clip on it that's been switched on another knife that I'm trying out now. But this is a great knife. I highly recommend it if you're looking for a 6-inch knife that's got some girth. You can put a nice little lanyard on it if you wanted a couple of loops of tail. But it's a good little knife. Or you can get the Kizer Hare. I'll leave a link for both in VG10 for a little bit more, but it's a longer knife. Moving on, we come to another tops knife, or our first tops knife. We have several here. This is my first fixed blade that I bought from Amazon, and probably the third or fourth fixed blade that I bought ever. I like the look of it. I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I'm certainly not a bird and trout guy, which is what it's called, or a bull trout guy, but I liked the way that it looked. I liked the fact that it was small, and I like the blade. It's got a very nice drop point blade that is very slicey. It is very much a cutter, whether you're cutting into packages, whether you're cutting into meat, whether you're cutting into food, whether you're prepping game, which I'm never doing, whether you're cutting cardboard, you name it. It's just a cutter. It's a great 154 cm blade, made in the USA. You've got these nice micarta handles. It is a tops knife, the bull trout. It came with a leather sheath. This is a very nice sheath. I still got it. I have another knife in it. I picked up this Artemis Carry Solutions. They do a lot of pew-pew sheaths. They make a sheath for this knife because it's so popular. And I picked it up when I got the knife, so I carry this horizontal. So if you get this knife, it's going to come with a leather sheath. Really nice. If I remember, I'll bring it out here before the video's over. But that is the tops bull trout. And as I talk to you guys from afar, I feel like I might as well show you the actual sheath that it comes with, so as not to mislead you. So, when I say a nice sheath, from Tops, the ones I've ordered from Amazon, I've gotten Kydex sheaths, and I've gotten leather sheaths. The prices aren't that much difference. So this is the sheath that the bull trout comes in, right? Great sheath if you like carrying it dangling style. I'm really not a big fan of dangling style. So I got on Artemis, who does a lot of pew-pew holsters, their website, and looked at the sheaths that they had, that they made knives for, and one of them, sure enough, was the bull trout from Tops, and I ordered it, and it works fine, and I use this for another knife now. But this is a great knife, fantastic choil, great jimping, fantastic EDC knife. I'm a big fan of the Tops bull trout, and you can also grab it at Amazon. So as we move along, let's look at another little Tops. This is a little sub $100 Tops. Probably the smallest Tops probably to compete with that Esee Candiru. This is a made in the USA 1095 blade steel called the Hawke. And the Hawke has an E at the end of it. Why? I don't know. But it's a little finger of a knife. Kind of reminds me of a Jacob Creates Chickadee in a way. It's got a thick grind. Probably need to work on that edge. Maybe I'll do that after the video. Because it is very tall, kind of a wavy edge. This is the factory edge. But this again is set up as a small splitting maul. It's not set up as a super slicer. It's set up more as a small hard use knife. You've got G10 handle, you got a G10 liner, you got the full tang construction, pin construction with the lanyard hole there. And this little guy is only going to come in at 5 inches as well. So it's the exact same length as our Esee Candiru. It's just going to be a little bit thinner. So you've got the Esee Candiru, and then you've got its competitor, the Tops Hawke. Great little knife. Definitely a 3-finger knife. I've not tried this one with a lanyard yet, but I'm sure it would help. Great little knife. Not very expensive. Available at Amazon. Probably my favorite Amazon knife. A knife that I was surprised to find there. I'm big into Soligen Germany Boker AK1 knives. And I've got RW34 Boker Soligen reverse Tonto AK1. Really nice with the carbon fiber handle and a reversible lanyard pin. And they also make this lesser price version that's available on their website and certain retailers, but Amazon also has it for about $160. It's made in Soligen Germany. You can see it on the spine. It's full tang construction. It is made out of N690. So it's an N690 blade. This particular one is an American Tanto. And I can tell you it's therapeutically slicey as anything that I have. This is the factory edge. Cuts like nobody's business. I think it's about the perfect size EDC fixed blade knife, especially if you're thinking about it being your primary carry. It's just a great knife. Comes with this little Boker clip and this sheath, where the other one I had come with a leather sheath, but this is the bargain version at $142. I can tell you the sheath has, or the clip has great retention. I carry it as a pocket dropper. I'll leave links to all of these at Amazon affiliate links, but if these are in stock, they're right around $160. If they're not in stock, they will be. They come back and forth. So moving on, let's look at another USA made knife. This is my most recent unboxing you guys might have seen yesterday or the day before. This is also a Tops knife that did not have the lanyard on it. I picked this up just to check it out, and it is the Pointer 3. It is a 3-finger knife, 4-finger knife for me, but the tail gives it a little bit more grip, because the thing that's interesting about the knife is the knife, if the jimping were up here, and that's where I'd put my finger, it would pull my hand into the guard. When I have to put my finger back on the jimping here to make cuts, it feels like it's sliding the knife out of my hand, which makes that that little snake tail that I put on the end really kind of functional. I wish I'd made it a little bit tighter, but this knife is a great cutter. I want to say it's also 1095 tool steel with that same coating. It's got a very thick grind. Try not to tear the paper, get it where I can cut it. Very slicey. A good size. I want to say this is going to be a little bit larger than the last few that we've looked at, but I still think it's a great size. I'm going to guess it's around 6 inches. 6.5 inches is how big this guy's going to be. So this is the Tops 3-pointer. Comes in about 89 bucks on Amazon. I added the ulti clip. It came with really nice leather straps that I would not have a problem with, except I don't carry much bigger knives than 5 inches appendix. Everything else I like to pocket drop. So this is the Tops 3-pointer. A couple more to look at. We'll look at them kind of quick. One of them is another recent acquisition that came in courtesy of Kansept Knives that is available on Amazon. Is very, very affordable, under $70, maybe under $60. I'll have a link for it. I haven't explored it that tightly, but this is the Kansept Niko. It's a design that was done by Williamson's, if I'm not mistaken. I'm probably getting that wrong. Mike, I'll put it in the description, but it is a collaboration with Kansept, which is one of the greatest things Kansept does. Is they make really nice knives, and they work with a lot of different people. And this knife is very unique in that it's a ring knife, for one, but where it chose to put jimping, which I think is genius. For one, you got a really nice sharpening choil. You've got jimping here. You've got jimping here. So you've got very, very, very positive traction on the knife. You've also got jimping back here on the heel of the knife. So when you have the knife held, you've got it pressed really tightly, pinched between these 3 jimp points, which makes it a fantastic piercer. I imagine this knife has a lot of other uses, like cutting, like doing whatever you do with the knife, right? I'm cutting sandwiches, I'm cutting cardboard, I'm cutting through some paracord, I'm cutting through where my daughter got tied up by some fishing line because she walked into it, or somebody's trying to take my Slurpee and I've got no choice but to try to poke them away. That's what I think this knife kind of shines for. It's a smaller knife. It has kind of a bigger sheath. I wish they'd somehow cut that back, but I guess the way that the sheath was built, it was kind of hard to do. Came with a very unique mounting method that was a plastic external belt holder, but it was kind of neat. I kept it because you can rotate it so that you could choose to carry the knife horizontally, canted at 45, or vertically. I still prefer either an ulti clip or a deep concealment clip, but this is the Kansept Knives Niko. Look for a full review on this one. I just wanted to show it in this because they are available at Amazon and they are quite a good deal. So moving on, I think we're up to one of my biggest surprises this year from Amazon, and one that I would have never known about. I had a brother from another mother, Mr. Jim Miller, sent me the full-size one to check out and give away to one of you fine guys who want it. This is the mini Kizer Harpoon. It is a collaboration between, who is it between? This is going to drive me crazy because I know who it's between. It's between Kizer and Maverick Customs. Yep, Maverick Customs. I didn't even need my eyeglass, even though I had it out. So it's a Maverick Customs knife, and what I love about it is it's thin. It is absolutely slicey. It is coated 3V. That's right, 3V, not D2. It has got a PEI handle, which I really like. This knife's also available in 3V with a stonewash blade and a micarta handle. The reason I got the PEI in the black is I could have gotten it 2 days sooner, and that's just how I roll. I go for quickness over a knife that I might have chosen before this one. And I'm glad I got this one because black works well for me. Guys, this knife makes no sound. It's got a coated blade that's got like the popcorn on it, and it still just chops through, gets work done. Great little knife, super piercy, super pokey, splinter digger extraordinaire, very light, very able, and very easy to pack. You don't even really know you're carrying it. I carry this knife with an ulti clip in my back pocket vertically, and I don't even know it's there. I don't sit on it. It doesn't stick too far out of my back pocket. It doesn't draw attention to itself. really good knife. That is the Kizer, the Maverick. Maverick Customs, the Hurricane. Maverick Customs is the collaborator. Finally, we come to one more that I know you can pick up in a couple of different configurations. It's a great knife. It's available on Amazon. This is the Vosteed Mink. The Vosteed Mink is available in the drop point, like I've got here, that I've been beating the heck out of. It's also available in a sheep's foot, which is kind of Warncliffy. I really like it. I like the sheep's foot. As a matter of fact, I might pick one up. I would not be surprised if I try to pick one up, just because this knife has stayed in the collection. I'd originally planned on passing it along, and I'm sure it will get passed along, but I'm just enjoying using it too much right now. I've got a deep concealment clip on it. I carry it in my back pocket. It's the perfect size for me. I think I've grown up in my choice of knife sizes. I think when you get up to 7 inches, 6.5 to 7 inches is just about perfect for me. And this knife comes in at 7 inches, has a great sheath, has really good retention, has nice checkered micarta handles, which give you positive grip, and is a laser beam. Do not be fooled. It is slicey as you would ever want. As I do a terrible job cutting under the camera, but I assure you, cuts very well. And also very pokey stabby. So that's 10 knives, guys, that if you're checking out Amazon this weekend, or you're just looking for a good fixed blade knife, all of these that I've picked up, that I've shown you guys today, I feel 100% confident saying that I would recommend them if somebody's looking for a knife in that price point. The only thing I would look out for is know that this little guy has a short handle. To me, you really want to make use of that lanyard just because of where that jimping is. The Vosteed Mink, it's a great knife. I think it comes in around $72. The 3V Kizer Mini, this is the Mini. The Mini Hurricane in 3V, I want to say comes in about $68, $69. I'll have prices in the description. The Kansept Niko, I want to say it's around $54, $55. Then we've got our Boker Solids in Germany, AK1 American Tanto. It's going to be pushing probably $160, depending on sales. Then you've got the Tops Hawke, right around 89 bucks. The Esee Candiru, right around 110, I think. You've got the Tops Bull Trout. I think it weighs in about 135. We've got the Kizer Beaver. Going to come in right around 50 bucks. 49, 50 bucks. And then we've got the Kansept Korvid S. And I bought the carbon fiber S35VN for around 99 bucks. You can get this knife for about $70 in 14C and in micarta. So really nice options, really nice knives. I like all of them. I think they all serve a purpose, and they all came from Amazon. You can get them other places too, but you can get them at Amazon, and I'll leave affiliate links for these knives to my Amazon pages. But guys, thank you for taking the time to watch. If you're so inclined, hit the like button. If you haven't yet, please hit subscribe. It helps me out. But most importantly, look out for the guy or gal to your left. Look out for the guy or gal to your right. Look out for each other. Go forward with love in your hearts. Choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.